Dreams are the greatest catalysts men may have. From igniting a feeling to reminiscing a memory. They tend to remind us of certain smells, images, tastes, and sounds that take us back to something we have already lived and that it is very present inside of us. Actually, it is really interesting to see how the brain reacts to all these stimuli by showing pictures just like a projector. Many have described this experience as time traveling. And although I think it's really interesting, there is something that intrigues me even more down that route. Hasn't it happened to you that when something occurs in the present, you relate it directly to the future? For example, when you're coming out of an exam and you get a 0, you start visualizing the consequences. Or on the contrary, when you excel, you visualize the prize on your hands. This is because dreams have a greater emotional impact in us. And I wanted to tell you that this fast-forwarding happens to me a lot. Daily, I would dare say. I have a dream. It's not like Martin Luther's though. It's kind of a more personal one. It's about what I think my future may look like in a few years. And I am sitting in a dark room. It's dimly lit, quiet, but definitely peaceful. And I'm drinking coffee as usual. And a kid starts approaching me. And after many debates with myself, I came to a conclusion that he is my son. And he starts asking all these questions. Too many questions. But he caught my eye when he asked me, "What did you do when you were young?" Which may sound like a simple question. So I responded as such, telling him all my stories with my friends, family, how I spent time in school. You know, living the adolescent life. But he kept on surprised. His eyes, his big, wide open eyes were screaming at me that there was something hidden between those stupid stories. So I started reflecting. How was society back then? How was my country doing? Was I really lost on my own social bubble? And he broke the ice with the next question, which was, when El Salvador was falling down piece by piece, what did you do to uphold it? To answer to that, I base myself on a single concept, which is social commitment. According to Martin Perez, contributor in Lifeweather, social commitment is the obligation that men have individually and with each other. It derives from the term historic materialism, in which we have the responsibility to educate ourselves and the rest to start solving problems that society starts presenting. And although I think it's very accurate, I differ with its complexity. It's way more simple. Reflect with me for a moment. Look who is surrounding you. You may be seated next to a friend, a family member, or someone you might know. Feel that comfort, that security. You feel trust. Now, visualize a street vendor, a sick person, or someone in need sitting next to you. Think if your comfort level may change. That is social commitment, knowing who and what is surrounding me. It is to enter the realization that maybe the person that is sitting next to me might need my help and that I am willing to give it, no matter what. It is to understand that the scale is unbalanced and it is time to return it to a fair level. Because to me, that is the biggest problem society is facing right now, not knowing what determining moments are. We tend to forget that we are morally and humanly capable of helping. We keep waiting for unreal moments when reality does not tire itself to knock on our door. I was lucky enough that life gave me a knockout of consciousness at the age of 16. I, along with a group of friends, wanted to make a small activity to an elderly home. It was nothing deep. We just wanted to have fun with them. It was Christmas. So we went to this big old place with white worn walls 20 gentlemen sat in a row, greeting us and giving us thank yous. And to tell the experience better, you will get from me what you will get from a kid who still wears soccer jerseys to formal events. Yes, I wore the national team's jersey to one of the most transcendental days of my life. But you know, it helped me connect with the people there. And we were talking about the scores, the games. But this man was staring at me with sad eyes and a reflexive smile. He said, "Son, you are the generation that is coming to fix the problems left by mine." I was perplexed. I still am. I could not understand how something that important came at an unexpected moment. How those 15 words fitted the precise second to change the course of my life. It made me realize later that although the sun shines, it does not shine equally for everyone. And it is only fair that we, the privileged ones, can enlighten those who lack that little bit of light. To be a little more personal with you, to me, there is nothing more beautiful than a beginning from a movie. And that's how I saw what happened to me. Something I would have never imagined becoming my dreamed reality. That is social commitment. Happy endings before they actually end. Awareness should be eternal. It's not a one-time thing. That is why social commitment and dreams, these topics are so related, because helping others should be the biggest dream we should all live for. That is why it resonates so much with me, the phrase that childhood dreams should not die or dry off when they have completed a cycle. They should be the most vivid of memories, and they should enrich us behind our backs. Because to me, dreaming as a child is the engine to achieving change. Being an adult means accepting realities when you should face them. Thinking of the difficult and dreaming about the impossible is what will help you achieve the transcendental. Dreaming is what brought me here. Fantasizing about someday making my talk on social commitment made me realize that that moment in the future is determining. So that when my son asks me, what did I do with my youth? I can answer to him proudly and tell him that my dream wasn't something that could have been, but something that it is and will always be unique. This was my response to my kid's question, but which one is going to be yours? Thank you.